Every fall I get excited for that first iced pumpkin spice latte from Starbucks. And that same cozy feeling is exactly what I tried to bring into our home. Hi, I'm Bren, and today I'm sharing 12 cozy fall touches that make our home feel warm and comfortable without overbuying or adding visual clutter. These cozy feel-good things fall into 3 simple categories. Things I use year-round that feel cozy right now. Seasonal consumables, and a few decorative items I store and bring out each fall. Let me show you around. This is so good. It's just so good. One of the things that I added into my home this year is this beautiful little wool pumpkin. Every time I look at this, it just brings me a smile on my face. And when I saw it at the store, I couldn't pass it up. I don't add things very much to my home anymore. It has to be something really special like this. And this is just, the texture of it is just beautiful. It gives me such cozy, fall feelings, and I love it. So that was a very good purchase, and obviously it's something I will be storing, and that's okay. It's worth it to me. Another thing that I bring out at this time of year, but it is mine, and it's stored, so it's sort of an everyday item, and it's sort of a stored item, but I have a set of Hygge books, and I will link these below because they are the most calming books that you will ever read. They just make you feel so good, and they also give you such great ideas for things that you can do in your home. That's how I got a number of my ideas, actually. When I first encountered these, it was during the pandemic where I was really stressed out and I needed calm in my life. And boy, these did the trick, I mean, they really did. They are gorgeous to look at if you want to put them out on display on a coffee table or whatever. During the fall, I think the color is very fall. It didn't cost a lot, so it's budget friendly, and I just am really happy with it, and I think you would be too if you took it out of your library maybe, tried it out, and if you really loved it, then you can go ahead and buy it. Another item that I have is a tray. Now, you might have seen in previous videos that I have this tray up on my shelf behind me when I talk, and it is from IKEA. It is from the Stockholm collection, which is one of my favorite IKEA collections. I have a few items from the Stockholm collection in my home, and I'll go over those one day. I might actually do a video where I go over all of my favorite IKEA pieces, because a lot of them are still available right now, and if they're not, something similar there is. But this tray is just fantastic because, as you can see, during this time of year, I like to have a cozy drink, and I'm able to set it over on this tray. And when we have our family night every week, we, could use this tray for that as well. Oftentimes during this season, I will give everybody apple cider, and they love it. And you can see this beautiful fur blanket. I don't keep this out all year, but I do keep it out for about 6 months of the year. So it is a stored item, kind of. And it gives me those cozy fall feelings. I love to grab it, wrap myself up while I'm drinking my Starbucks and reading my book. And it just makes for such a beautiful, quiet, calm, and peaceful time in my home. One of the things I love best about fall is the smells. I love when I bake cupcakes, one of my favorite things to bake, and my family comes in the door and they smell it and they're like, oh my gosh, what did she bake this time? And how I have a decorative aspect to that is I use little cupcake liners that are decorative. These are little gingham, and these have little ghosts and spiders on them for the fall or even Halloween. And then I put them in here. And the funniest thing is, I had this thing filled up with cupcakes and they are all gone. There might be one left back on the counter, I'm not sure, but yes, my family really loves them, and it's just a special thing that they look forward to. I use these at all my parties, but how you can make it special is creating a recipe that looks fall. You can add a little paper liner or like little brown liner around a bag of chips. And then I also love to keep apples in them, and that's just a great fall vibe, right? And it's a natural consumable. This is an item that my family will eat, and it's not something I have to store. I guess a bunch of consumables would be in the kitchen, right? But another consumable item is my vanilla pumpkin spice hand soap. It smells so good. I am very sensitive to smells, and this does not bother me. So it's just a nice little fall kind of ambiance to be in my kitchen. Makes me want to be in here. And as a matter of fact, you might notice on the back counter here, I am going to be doing a kitchen reset. So watch for that video coming up in the next week, and you're going to see exactly how I reset my kitchen. It's very simple, and I think it's 6 simple steps. It doesn't take long, but it's going to make such a big difference. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that one. And last but not least is a decorative item I use on my stove. It's just got cute little fall gourds on it, and this is something I store. It's small, but it just adds a little fall flair, and I love it. These IKEA placemats are wonderful for fall, but guess what? I use them all year around. I absolutely love them. They're about 3 years old and they look brand new. If anything ever spills on these, I just wash it under the sink, set it on a towel, it dries up, and it looks just like new. I've also really had very little flaking off from these. It does have a little bit, but not much. And a few years ago when I wanted these, or wanted something similar, I was really looking around and I couldn't believe how expensive they were. So I saw an article somewhere, I can't remember where, but it said, hey, IKEA has a very similar item, and then I thought, well, I can afford that. So these are a great budget-friendly option. It's not only good for fall, but it's good for every day. And you can see I have a stack of these. That's because at the holidays, or really any birthday party, anything like that, I use these also as trivets. I will place one underneath a pot or even like a tray, and it just adds a little extra pretty touch. Next up, I have my IKEA Stockholm vase. Now, I have loved the Stockholm collection ever since they came out. And this is another everyday item that I have in my home. It was released just, I think, about a few months ago. So this is a new purchase of mine. I didn't buy it just for fall. I obviously bought it for every day. In the evening, when I have my lamp on, it just gives off the most beautiful glow. And really in the sunshine too, it does as well. So this is just a gorgeous organic vase if you're in the market for something like this. I love things like this because it's not only great for fall, it gives you that fall vibe, but it also is useful. And that is one thing that you're going to see throughout the things that I talk about today. I love to have things that are practical, useful, but also pretty. This is one of my very favorite areas to decorate in our house because it's the only open shelf that we have. And I love to put our trick-or-treat bin on it. It's tin and it has a cat face on it. I put it down below where my cats eat, and because Pippa, my dog, will eat their food if we don't do that. So it's a really kind of functional shelf as well. But ordinarily I put things on it like my platters and my bowls that I use for parties or, you know, everyday life. But at the fall time, I love to put cozy touches like this. Another thing I keep tucked away on this shelf is my vanilla pumpkin candle by Trader Joe's. It does not have a strong scent. It's one of the only candles that I can tolerate. Usually I have to use just honey wax candles and that's about it. But in the fall, I can actually, I can actually enjoy this. So that's a good thing. And at night, the light from it, it just gives you the cozy fall vibes, right? Another thing is our pumpkin. This is a plastic pumpkin. It actually came with candy in it originally, but this is what I do. I keep all of our pumpkin supplies in it, and so it's useful and it's cute. I just love the clean lines of it. And I just think it's cute. I couldn't pass it up. When it went on clearance one year, I had my eyes on it. And when it went on clearance, I'm like, I'm going to buy that. So I did. And I've been using it ever since. I bought it a couple of years ago. I would say it had Kit Kats and Hershey bars in it. So that kind of brand was what was in this originally. And you might want to check the stores. Maybe they have them out again this year. Who knows? I hope you enjoyed spending time with me today. As Halloween gets closer, I'll be adding a few more decorative touches, including my outside, where I have a garden in our front yard that I make into a pumpkin patch, and it's absolutely so cute, plus my front porch. Just so you know, I post new videos every Thursday and sometimes bonus ones just like this on Mondays.